All right, guys, so this video is going to be about investing for beginners, okay? If you are new to trading, new to money, and you want to know where you should put your money, okay? Now, I'm not a financial advisor or anything, okay? Nor am I the guy that's going to tell you to put all your money into Tesla or Nvidia, okay? But I do want to talk about some tips and what I plan to do as a 22-year-old to invest for my future, okay? So besides having a Roth IRA or a traditional IRA, which you should be putting money into, I'm doing a thing called Botfolio. Okay, it's my own product, and it trades 32 different instruments. So it trades futures. So think of 32 different stocks, but it's just futures. Okay. If you don't know what the futures market is, I would just Google it. It's not that complicated, but so 32 unique strategies, and it has made $4 million in the past 13 years. Okay. Each strategy is unique. Okay. There's long strategies. There's short strategies. Okay. But the point is you're diversifying your risk. You have different strategies. Okay. So that's already diversifying, and you have different instruments. So it's not all tied to just the US stock market. Okay. It's not all tied to the S&P 500. There's gold, there's crude oil, there is Bitcoin, right? So some things that are uncorrelated, and generally speaking, the more uncorrelated your portfolio is, the better. Okay, so right here, I have made a Excel sheet, okay? And I will link this in the description, okay? But this, you can see here, our portfolio total. Okay, so if we zoom in for you, there is, again, 32 strategies. So 32 total strategies here. And this is each strategy has made this amount of money. This is trading a single mini contract, okay? And this is since some of these are from about 2018. So all these strategies are here from about 2018 to 2025, so 7 years. These strategies up here are from about 2012 to 2025, okay? And these are more slower strategies. These are more scalpy strategies, okay? All in all, though, it's over $4 million in profit. Now, to trade this portfolio, you would need at least $250,000, okay? But use micros. So if you don't know what micro contracts are, it is a 10th the size as the mini contracts. Bitcoin, I believe, is a 50th the size, okay? So pretty much if you divided these numbers by 10, okay, so if you just do this, trading a single micro contract, so you're lowering your risk by 10x, okay? So all these profits will be 10x smaller, and the losses will be 10x smaller, okay? So everything's just decreased risk, and you would have made $402,000 since 2012, okay? A lot of this is from 2018, of course, so half of it. So you could say half of this is probably in the last 6 years, okay? Now, this is just if you were to leave this automated trading portfolio on all the time and just leave it at 1 micro. Now, as your account grows, you might want to bump up to 2 micros or 3 micros or 4 micros, okay? Like if you have $200,000 to start, you might want to trade 3 micros. Okay, so your profit will be a bigger number than this. This is pretty much the bare minimum you would make over the last 12 years. Okay, so if you divide this, okay, or 13 years, divide that by 13, you're making an average of $31,000 per year with this automated portfolio if you just left it with 1 single micro. Okay, which obviously this is pretty close to the average wage in the US, right? Some areas it's higher, okay? Now, if you had 2 micros, it'd be double, right? So you could make a livable wage off of this bot, okay? This is what I plan to do for my investing personally, okay? So I'm gonna be putting $50,000 of cash into this portfolio, and this is going to trade 1 micro for as long as I want until I want to maybe size up, okay? With this portfolio as well, the statistics have shown a 95% confidence that it will never go over 20% drawdown. Okay, so all that means is if you had a 50K account, your account would never dip below 40K with 95% confidence that that would not happen. Okay, so 20% may seem high, but if you take into consideration in 2020, the COVID dip was about 40%. Okay, somewhere around 40%. So the S&P declined 40% during COVID, and the bot hasn't lost more than 20%. So if you look at the overall risk there, the overall drawdown risk is less, while the overall potential for gains is more. Okay, so I made a video the other day talking about the percentage gains. It's averaged about 60% up to upwards of 120% returns per year since like 2020. So last 5 years, the lowest percent gain was about 60%. Okay, which is phenomenal. So if you started a 50K account in 2020, that account now would be sitting at around $270,000. Okay, but this is what I plan to do for my investing. Okay, so I obviously, these show all the trades. So again, I'll link this. So there's 32 strategies. Each black bar separates a strategy, and these are all the trades that the bots have ever taken. Okay, so some bots there might be only 80 trades, some there might be thousands, right? So you can look through that. I mean, you don't need to look through this. This is just if you want to see the actual trades. Shows the entries and exit times here. Okay, and a whole ton of information. Okay, but the overall portfolio did phenomenal over the past decade. Okay, and this is what I plan to do. It only takes about 10 minutes a day. Okay, if you guys are interested in this and you have some money to invest or move around some money, I will put a waitlist link in the description for Botfolio. Okay, it's gonna be coming out in probably a month and a half. Okay, and this is gonna change lives for people. I know it. I know it. You just got to give it some time. Obviously, markets go up, markets come down. Depends when you start it, right? If you start it here and we get a good month, you might make 20% in a month, right? If you start here, market dips, you might not be off to a green start, but a lot of times it's better to hold through those drawdowns and not give up during those drawdowns, right? Because then you're going to miss the next wave. Markets move in waves, right? Markets moves in waves. That is really all I want to talk about today was this here, and how I'll be investing. Okay, so that's straight up how I'm going to be investing as a 22-year-old, putting 50,000 into this Botfolio, and then obviously Roth IRA, traditional IRA, all that jazz. Okay, but individual stocks I'll be pretty much not doing too much of, just focusing on this. Okay, because why not? Has higher returns. If you guys have any questions, leave it down below. I'll see you guys later.